Where have you spent your childhood? For Koreans, we have spent our childhood in education. Hello, my name is Harry, and I'm going to talk about Korean education. Basically, Korean education is in 6-3-3-4 system. 6 years in primary school, which is elementary school, and 3 years in middle school, and another 3 years in high school, and last 4 years in college. Living as a student in Korea, I think that our country's education is really great. One benefit is that it is focused on quantitative development and diversification and autonomy of education. However, despite its advantages, we cannot hide the transparent, cruel reality of South Korean education that South Korean students are now facing. First, the rising number of deaths. It has blamed. Uh, I think you might got surprised because of the word death. It has been blamed for high suicidal rates among those aged 10 to 19. This is the graph of suicide in OECD countries, and as you see, South Korea is the highest suicidal rates. And second, Sunung. Sunung is a test that you take in a college examination. I mean, college entrance examination. And the Korean educational system designs it extremely hard so that the top university can select the best students only. And actually, the difficulty of Sunung is harder than SAT and ACT. So it makes really hard. Lastly, Hagwon. Hagwon is a term of academy in South Korea. This is actually not a must, but your parents send you there because your parents might think your children is not going to study in their home, and they believe it's going to be improved for the school grades. But according to the study, scientist Kim Yang-bun has said the students it is inability to for students to study alone, and it even takes free time as well. So I discussed about the three problems that Korean education is having, and my point is I just want to change these three problems to make the students happier and happier. Thanks for listening.
Alright, thank you
All
very
right, thank you very much. Let me give a round of applause.
You did well for your first presentation. Let's hear from our audience.
Yep.
For their feedback. Let's start with teacher Rafael.
All right, so let me start by asking a question. What grade are you now again? I'm sorry. Turning grade 9. Grade 9. Did you start learning about citations or APA or things related to thesis making or not yet? Not yet. All right, that's fine. Okay. So another question is, where do you want me to start first? In the improvement part, or the good thing you did? The good thing I did. All right. So the good thing you did is I actually like your voice. I mean, if you were to speak in front with that visual, I would think you as someone who is speaking in one popular YouTube channel. Do you know PewDiePie? Yeah, I do. You somehow resemble him to me because PewDiePie, whenever he speaks, he speaks in a very impactful voice. Thank you. And your voice is very loud and clear. I really like that one. The next one is you didn't hold you didn't hold any punches when it comes to using words. You actually used the word death. You know, the word death actually makes a big impact to the audience. You didn't use any kind of words to say the word death, but you exactly used the word death, and that one itself got my attention. Thank you. And lastly, you actually use very vibrant visuals, which is I really like about. And you actually use every visual slides during your talk. Now, for the improvements, this is I want to see the next time I come here. All right. So I think you can still improve on this one. The first one is hand gestures. Yep. So when it comes to hand gestures, I always try to talk to the audience in something like this because that means you're welcome to any kind of opinion or their thoughts about this one. So that's one thing. The second one is you can also use yourself as an expression because actually your topic is very good. I really like that one. Like Korean had it hard for themselves. I know some students who study every day. So yeah, use yourself examples or other people. The next one is try to use citations. Like according to this site, according to this one, try to practice on that one. Yeah. Okay. So those three things.
Okay.
Great. Let's have teacher Hendrix.
Hello. So first of all, very good speaking voice.
Thank you.
When you start speaking, you just continue until you change parts or change paragraph. So that's really good. That means you memorize your speech, but there's just some parts that you stumble.
Yep.
Okay. First thing is your movement. The hand gestures, like he said, be more animated.
Mhm.
Keep your hands above the hips. Avoid putting your hands together, so
Yep.
you'll be more open, like he said.
Mhm.
Next one is the awkward pauses, like when
Yeah.
you remember and keep looking on the slides to
Mhm.
try and trigger
Yeah.
your
Right.
memory, right?
You're
So that's one thing. Next one is hand placement, and sometimes your word choices when you ad lib. Sometimes I think it's ad lib that he poor word choices. Sometimes like very um elementary choices of words. So that's it. Otherwise, very good.
Yeah. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you, teacher Raphael and teacher Ezra. Alright.